Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. So for today's video, I picked up the brand new Disney Pixar Up collection from Essence. I love Up. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that any makeup brand would release a makeup collection of them or for them, but I am over the moon that they did. I saw this as soon as it popped up on Essence's website, which is a European website, and with myself being in the UK, it's quite hard to get hold of things quite quickly. And yeah, I was on it. I was literally on the website every day on Notino. And yeah, as soon as it came in, I was like, I need that. And I picked up the Finding Dory collection as well, which I'll review later on this week. That's from Catrice though, not Essence. So I picked up the beautiful eyeshadow palette. I also picked up the colour correcting pressed powder. I got the blush and the highlighter, and also the, which one was this? Oh, Paradise Falls, the lip, I think it's a lipstick. I think it's a lipstick, like a liquid lipstick, but this colour looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'll start off with eyes, and we're going to go into this palette here. This is so cute. So this is obviously the balloons, and these are like, can you see that? It's like a cardboard cutout, like popped on there, so it looks 3D. And then we've got the house down here. It's so cute. Really affordable as well. I believe this was like $8.99. And then we have a mirror on this side, and I'll pop it this way. This is the colour story just here. So it's very neutral, but it is beautiful. And this one here is a cake liner. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to kind of stick to the neutral tones, but it is very pretty. So obviously I'm going to keep it fairly simple today. So I'm going to start off by going into my crease, and I am going to use Fly High, I think, which is this one at the top just here. Picked up nicely on the brush. So I'm going to start off by using that, as I say, in my crease. It's kind of like this one, a really nice bronzer shade. I quite often do put bronzer in my crease on no makeup days, so this shade would be absolutely ideal for that, and it's going on really nicely as well. Yeah, that's such a pretty shade, that one, really nice. I'm going to actually no, I'm not. I'm going to go on to the outer part here first, and I am going to take, I don't know whether to take Russell or Squirrel. So this one here is Russell, and this one is Squirrel. So this one's a bit more red toned, and that one's more of like a mid brown. Do you know what? I'm going to go for Squirrel. So we're going for this one here. So I'm just going to kind of pop this on the outer part of my lid just here. That's actually really nice. It has got, as I said, a kind of a red undertone to it. So it's quite a warm brown, but I like that. I like warm tones anyway. But as I say, there is, like, if you don't like the warmer browns, there is more cool browns in here as well. Oh, I really like that shade. That's really nice. It opens up your eyes as well. I do find that with more warm tones on my lids, it does kind of like open up my eyes. So I am going to blend out the edge here using Carl. How cute is that? It's got the little like Carl and Ellie thing on it. I love it. Yeah, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, so this is going to be like the perfect blendy outy shade for me, I feel, because it's pretty much my skin tone. Fantastic. That's worked really well actually to blend that out really well. So for a shimmer, I think I might just go for the light one, which is this one here, which is called I Love You. Cute. Let's try it with a brush first. Not bad. Doesn't apply too badly at all with the brush actually. The formula of these is really nice. I have used Essence eyeshadows before, only once I think. Oh, it was the Emily in Paris collection. And I said the same about those, that, you know, the formula was really nice, especially for the price. I do find a lot of like more budget makeup ranges these days, they've really upped the formula of them. I remember like back in the day, the cheap eyeshadows were a little bit naff. You know, they were chalky and they would only last like 2 minutes. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, maybe an hour. Whereas nowadays, they're just made so much better. And sometimes, to be honest, like in the likes of Beauty Bay and that sort of thing, sometimes just as good as the really expensive like Pat McGrath's and Natasha Denona's. That's gone on really nice. I am just going to use my finger a little bit just to make that pigment a little bit more intense. Beautiful. That's really nice. That's kind of like, if I could say my signature eye look that I would go for, you know, on a night out. I wouldn't wear this in the day. I don't tend to wear eyeshadow as a rule in the day. But yeah, that's the sort of thing I'd go for. Okay, so that's mascara and a little bit of concealer done. I'm just going to pop some shadow on my under eyes. And for that, I am going to use, I think I'm going to go for Doug, which is this one down here. Okay, so that's the eyes done. So next I have the powder, but I want to do the liquid products first. So we're going to go on with the blush. So this one is the liquid Blushlighter. I just love this packaging. I think it is so cute. I think there were 2 shades of blush. There was a more pink one, and then there was this more kind of peachy coral. And this one is in shade 2, Sunset Serenade. So I'm going to take a little bit on the back of my hand, like that. It looks a really nice shade, like a really nice shade. I'm just going to take this brush just here and just work it in to the brush. Oh, look at that. You can't really see it on camera. You never can. And then we'll pop this on. Oh wow, that is beautiful, really nice. It's quite subtle, but you know, in a good way. I quite like a lot of blush. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more. It's very shimmery, but it is a blush lighter. Let's try it rather than working it into the brush. Even though I do prefer to use that method, I just want to see how it would work like this. Yeah, it's so pretty. And as I say, it's very shimmery, like very shimmery, but it is so beautiful because it is quite subtle. It doesn't look too much. Oh, I love that. And then we'll go on with the highlighter. I love a liquid highlighter. So it's this one here. I think there was just the one shade of this, and it is a Joyful Ride. So for this one, I am going to go straight onto the face. It's a beautiful kind of champagne gold. There is a little bit of a pink undertone to it as well. I do like a pinky highlighter. So I'm just going to pop it. Oh, that might be a bit much. Just there, and then take my sponge and use that just to blend that in. Ooh. That is nice, really nice, and it layers over that blush so nicely as well. Look at that. Yeah, that is stunning, really nice. Oh, yeah, love that. And let's try this powder. Do you know what? For ages, I didn't use powders because I found that they aged me. But recently, I have been using them again because I think as I've got older, I've started to become more oily in areas. And I feel like I need it a bit more. You know, your pores get larger and yeah. So I am going to use a puff because that's what I always do. I just prefer to use a puff. I'm just going to take this one from Aldi. And if we look at this, how cute is this? So again, we've got the house with the balloons, and these all have colour correcting pigments in them. And then this is like, you know, your standard kind of pressed powder. I just love it though, isn't it cute? So I'm just going to kind of swirl the puff in there, and you can see it's not like, you know, crazy coloured or anything. I'm going to start off by going on this area here. The base product I have on today is actually quite a dewy one, so that'll be a good test. It's not even a foundation, it's a tinted SPF from Azio, really nice. So this one here, I just tried it this morning, it's really nice. But yeah, that looks beautiful actually. It's not drying whatsoever, and it mattifies really nicely. Go a little bit around here. I am quite dry here at the moment, so I don't like to put too much product around my mouth. We can get away with a little bit, yeah, just around there. Bit dry. It's because I use tretinoin in my evening routine, and it can be quite drying. Not all the time, but it's like you go through phases and your skin almost like sheds like a snake. Which sounds gross, but it's weirdly satisfying. Yeah, this is nice, you know, this powder. I haven't told you the prices, have I? The Blushlighter and the highlighter were like £3 something. £3.39, I think. Oh, look at that. That's really mattified those pores. And the powder, I want to say, was about £4. So super affordable. Let's try it on the under eyes. Looks pretty good. Oh, that's really nice, you know, really nice. Everything just looks more uniformed, you know, things blend together easier. Yeah, lovely, really nice. I actually quite like the fact that it's got the colour correcting pigments in it as well, because I noticed, like, especially when I did my under eyes, it kind of took away that almost yellowy tone that I've got under there from lack of sleep. Yeah, it kind of, yeah, it really does even things out. It's really nice. I find it quite brightening as well, which is probably to do with the purple that's in there. So next we'll go on to lips, and for that I have this absolutely gorgeous lipstick. I can't wait to try this, because when I swatched it in the short I was like, wow. So yeah, it's this one here. So it's a liquid lipstick. It's quite hard to get that out. And then we've got one of these like teardrop doe foots. Oh, can't think properly today. Just blot away my lip balm. I'm going to go on with a liner quickly, I think. I haven't really got a colour quite like this. Might have to go for... Might go for this one. This is a Lacura one from Aldi. I think it was from their like Kylie lip kit dupe. Yeah, I feel that this is probably the most mauve shade that I have. I forgot how much I like this actually, it's so creamy. It's a really nice colour actually. I completely forgot about that, you know. So then we go on with the lipstick. God, just look at that colour. Excuse my belly. I love these teardrop ones because they kind of hug the contours of your lip really nicely. Like the little pointer and get right into the corner. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that colour. That is really nice. I think, gosh, it's got a shimmer in it. I didn't even notice that. I wonder if it's on those ones. Not really. But you can see kind of like a really subtle shimmer going through that. Oh, I love that. So here is the finished look. I really like this. It's really, really nice. This is the perfect kind of neutral eyeshadow palette, but with a whole lot of cuteness to it as well. The colours in this, or the colour story, is perfect because, as I said before, it's got cool tones and it's got warm tones. So depending on what you like, or if you want to switch, you know, from day to day, which I do to be honest, then you've got the best of both worlds. The one that I used, which is Squirrel here, as I say, it's quite a warm tone. But then as you move up this way, you've got kind of, that one's a little bit warm, but this one's quite cool here, and obviously this one as well, and then these two here. So you've got both, and the shimmers in here are absolutely stunning. This is the one that I used, and then there's these ones as well, and we've got the cake liner as well. I have to try that one another time, but beautiful. This, absolutely love it. It is stunning, so nice, and I like how it dries down as well. Little bit comes off, but not much. It does dry down quite transfer proof actually. These are stunning, absolutely love them. As I say, the blush isn't too much, you know, you can't really, I wouldn't say it's got mega pigment to it. I mean, you could build it up if you want to. But yeah, the highlighter is so pretty though. But I do like the blush and how it looks on my skin. This really surprised me because I absolutely love it. I think it's really nice. I love how it makes my skin look. Yeah, everything, as I say, it just kind of merges things together quite nicely as well. And underneath my setting spray, which I used off camera at the end, it looks absolutely beautiful. So as always, all products shown in today's video I will link in the description box below for you, along with any discount codes if I can find any as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and I'd really appreciate it. It means the absolute world to me. If you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel, until then, thanks for watching. Bye!